Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers Showcase video. In today's video we're looking at another armoured small ship, and this one is called the SRF Armoured Patrol Craft, which is this thing right here. So it's a small ship that has a few little bits of defence which is designed for patrolling around and perhaps protecting your convoy of goods as it flies through space. It's made entirely out of heavily armoured blocks, so it can take quite a beating before going down. So we're going to press F10 and find it in the spawn menu. There it is. This vehicle is 1,508 small blocks. It requires the Decorative Block 2 DLC pack, but that is it. So we're going to start by taking a look around the outside, then we're going to fly it around, shoot a few things, and that will be it. So at the very front here, we've got some black, white, and yellow heavily armoured block making up this main portion of the body. On our left and our right at the very front of it, we've got some rocket launchers which we can fire straight forwards. This ship has very few guns on it, which makes a change, because usually when people make armoured patrol crafts, they've got guns coming out of the yin-yang, but this one is very conservative. So we've got two rocket launchers there, and we can see the Gatling gun which sits over there, which we can fire straight forwards. As we move all the way around the side here, we just got some lovely blockwork, and then hydrogen thrusters. Hydrogen thrusters are the only thrusters that appear on this ship, so we are good for space and we are good for atmospheres. However, I found it flying on an Earth-like planet, it was just a little bit too heavy to keep itself up in the air. Yes, it was flyable, but if you were to fly horizontally, like I am right now, it would slowly come back to the ground. But anyway, as we move along, we got ourselves a small block ladder, which is a bloody fantastic block. Means you can land the ship and get into your cockpit without using a jetpack. We got one of three Gatling turrets, two on the side and one at the very back. So you can use these if you wish to be a lazy patrol craft and just have these deal with the enemies instead of you flying around and fighting them with your fixed weaponry. As we move around towards the back, we've got a rear-facing cockpit which will allow you to control these turrets manually. And we've got a bunch of spotlights which are acting like fake thrusters, and they do look great. If I turn off my light and come around to here and then just switch the time of day into nighttime, there we go. We've got some nice thruster effects coming off them, and it does look fantastic, doesn't it? For the moment I will leave it at nighttime because it will make it a lot easier as we go along the top. So as we move along the top, we've got a small air vent which sits right there, so that'll draw in any kind of oxygen that the atmosphere has and pump it over to you so you don't suffocate. And as we move along, we've got some LCD screens with a little logo on it. There's the block fixture which is just hiding a little gap in between both the cockpits. And as we come around to the main cockpit over here, we've got two little ore detectors purely there for decoration surrounding our main one. And just in front of our cockpit, we've got our fixed Gatling gun which we can automatically fire in front of us or manually control with our mouse clicking. As we move along to the front of this little ship, we've got some more LCD screens with some logos on it, and then over here we've got a little name called Solid. You can take a sneaky little look behind this little block that is missing and come inside. We've got some large hydrogen thrusters, there's our reactors, there's our gyroscopes, and even more thrusters all the way around this room. So that's a sneaky little look inside. Then as we come down and underneath this ship, what do we get? Well, we've got some landing gear that sit right there. And then as we move along, we've got some lovely blockwork. We can see the bottom of the ladders and a connector for you to connect up to something with one more little air vent at the very back. So now it's time for me to take control of my character and show you what this ship can do. So number one, we're going to fire our Gatling gun right there. Just right there, that's all it is. In fact, I will bring the sun back around, like so. Number two is for our rockets at the front, so those two little ones right there, we can shoot them straight forwards. Number three will be for the Gatling gun, once again, where you can just press it and leave it and it will fire automatically. Number five will be for the spotlights at the very back of the ship, so if you wish to save a little bit of power, you can do. 6 is for the battery to put it into recharge or auto. 7 is for our distress signal, so if I was to come over to fully like that and press it, we'll then get a small distress beacon that blinks constantly. Number 8 will be to turn it off, and number 9 will be for the connector underneath. So there we go. So now we can just fly this around and actually test its thrusters. So considering we are made out of heavily armed blocks, let's go forwards. We've got quite a nice amount of speed. We don't just launch off straight like some ships can do. There is a bit of a ramp up time, but once we get going, we've got a great amount of speed and acceleration. Stopping seems perfectly balanced. We don't take too long to stop, which is great if you're trying to do a little bit of maneuvering or try and stopping in a decent amount of time. Going left and going right feels much faster than everything else, which I suppose is a good thing. And then going down and going up. So up we come. We have a reasonable amount of speed. Wiggling my mouse around, there is no weight whatsoever. We've got a perfect amount of control over this, which is just perfect. So to finish off this video, let's just come out of there and I shall spawn in a new little ship. So where is the greatest ship to spawn in as an enemy? Here it is. Let's just go and plop you like that. I'm sure this can fly in the atmosphere. Think it can it? I never remember. It'll just deploy its parachutes if not. So we're going to test this out against a very heavily armored big ship and see if it can do anything. So here we go, let's just give everything to the pirates. Uh-oh, it's just going to keep targeting me. I need to get back to the ship. Oh no, it's going to get blasted. So we are getting absolutely bombarded by the big ship over there. And we have had our thrusters completely disabled, but that took quite a long time to actually disable this small ship. We are a small, heavily armored ship, so it's quite a good idea to test out if it can survive. And there we go. The heavily armored blocks once again are protecting us. So let's try that one more time. Let's go and find the patrol ship once again. Oh, that's the wrong one. So let's just spawn this in once again, and we're going to go fly closer to it and see what we can do. So what I will do, since I forgot, is the rear seat. We can control the Gatling gun like that, which is great. We're now just going to fly up, and we're going to find the big ship over there. Let's just come underneath it. We're going to see if we can deter the large ship from attacking us. So we're just going to come across like that. Let's put our Gatling gun on. And we shall start launching the rockets, so hopefully it will target them before it will target me. There we go. They're launching rockets at rockets. Oh my. So we can hear the Gatling guns on the side of the ship firing. We're taking a few big hits right there. We are going to start shooting into there. I think, yep, we still got our Gatling gun. The Gatling gun is now gone. The cockpit is now gone. We can just get into this one, hopefully, and turn it into the main cockpit. There we are. We can now just try and fly this away, but we are getting battered around by that large ship. But it's still very impressive how many bullets, how many missiles this thing can take before it goes down. But anyway, that is it for this video. It's a lovely little ship for you to play around with. It will be in the description below if you did want to play around with it. And I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.